Alright, today we're going to try making maple syrup for the first time. So we're going out and tapping the trees. We've got a hook set, and now Summer's going to drill a hole a little bit underneath it, about 1.5 inches. And we're just going to estimate. Yeah, that's fine.
At a slight angle?
Yeah, at a slight downwards angle.
Keep hitting the safety.
Nope. There you go. The drill's not really right for what we're doing, but we didn't have any other cordless ones.
Is that about 1 inch?
Yeah, you can do it just a little bit deeper, but that drill's not going to let it go much further. It's not powerful enough.
I'm going to work the outer opening a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Because our tubing is slightly bigger than this is. It's amazing how quickly it flows.
I know. Not sure if you can see it. Get a little bit closer. Wow.
Like it builds up while I drill. Okay,
we'll see if the tubing will fit in there. Is it staying? Oh. There. Now we have a 1/4 inch clear vinyl tubing that we've run some soapy hot water through and then rinsed it really well. And then we bought some jugs of water. We thought that this would be safe because it'd keep a lot of the contaminants out, and the plastic's food grade safe because it has water in it. You can see, I'm going to get a close up. Get a cording. You can see the little particulate.
Is that already filled all the way?
Yeah, it's already filled, but you better get the string on it.
Sure, it's up there pretty good.
And what, we're going to do 6 of these today?
Yeah, try to anyway, if we can identify the trees.
We know for sure that these are maples. We're just not 100% sure if they're sugar, but it shouldn't matter as long as we don't do it past the time that they start budding for leaves. And we're probably only going to do this one time right now just to see how it goes. Because like I said, we've never done this before.
Felling trees today. Tight enough. Yeah, that shouldn't go. Definitely have to filter it so I can see a little bit.
Yeah, that was from us drilling.
I poked holes in the top to let the air be able to flow.
Oh, you can hear it. See if I can see it. You can see it. Maybe. Here, if you move your shadow, I can probably see it in the camera. Yeah, I can see it dripping in there. That's so cool. It's happening so fast already. Might have to check these by the time we come out, like maybe right before dark. I don't think it's even been 10 minutes, but that's how much we already have. Now that's on an angle, so it's not exactly level by any means, but we'll see. It's exciting. Hiking for more maples, looking around, and saw this deer rub. Thought it was pretty cool. Alright, it's the next morning, and we have come out to collect sap again. Last night we came out before it got dark and actually collected an entire gallon from all the trees that we did. And what we do is we are just consolidating it all into this container to carry back to the house, and then we're putting it in a larger container inside of the fridge inside of our building. And there's where we're filtering it to through some cheesecloth. But we also learned that we gotta cut those tubes shorter. Yeah, because once the level of the sap inside of the jug reaches that tube, it stops flowing. So we're going to cut them all shorter this morning.
It's not flowing much this morning.
Well, probably once the temperature is raised back up, we'll start getting some more sap. There's the other one. We passed the other two. We actually went to the furthest ones first. So we'll show you those ones when we get over there. Here we are at the closest ones to our house, and this one is literally full, dripping from the bottom because it's leaking out the top. It's okay. I mean, we've already gotten this much.
This is gonna fill this one up. We're gonna have to use our.
Well, we can also carry that to buildings. It's not that far away.
Yeah.
This is our 7-gallon container that our brother let us borrow. We're filtering it with cheesecloth before it goes in to keep everything more sanitary. How much do you think we got? Like probably about 3 gallons.
Yeah.
Since close
last
to.
night
Yeah, I don't know where the measuring. Oh, it's right there.
Oh, is there a clear spot where it will show?
It's not clear, but it's got measurements on it. It's exactly 1 week from when we started tapping for sap. We didn't get quite as much as we thought we would just because the temperatures rose up to 70 degrees for 3 or 4 days. But we have, what, about 6 gallons now? A little over 6 gallons. So we might get close to a quart, a little under. This is our little evaporating setup that we've devised. A bunch of cinder blocks, a pan, and then a smokestack. All that, most of that is steam instead of smoke.
Yeah, it's actually burning quite clean now.
Yeah, which is what we want. We don't want a ton of smoke in it. A little bit of smoke's okay because it can sometimes give it a nice flavor. This is our little warming dripping pan. It warms up.
Put one hole a little bit big.
Oh, well that's okay. It slowly feeds the cold sap into the hot pan. But yeah, we'll give an update. We have probably several hours of burning wood and evaporating sap to go in order to get the syrup, but we'll check back in a few hours. It's been about an hour now, and we finally have a roiling boil. I don't know if you can see it in here, but our drip pan is now working, and this allows us to keep adding sap without taking our boil away, because if you just added straight cold sap, it might cool down the entire pan enough to stop the boiling. Doing pretty well so far. I think we've maybe evaporated a gallon, or at least half a gallon.
Yeah, that's probably closer to like a quart, half a gallon. So cool how much it's going on.
It's what, 1:30ish? I haven't looked at my phone, but we have 2.5 gallons left to go still, and we're finally starting to get some color. See it there.
I can say it's kind of hard to feel the steam.
Yeah, camera doesn't want to focus on it. There he goes.
Definitely gonna have to strain it though. It's got
Yeah.
little bits of ash and stuff in there. Thankfully the drip pan touches most of it.
We did have a nice little cookout though. That was fun. Made some s'mores, made some sausages. But anyways, have a few hours to go at least. To the final boil down. We had a bigger pan at first, and then we finally made it down to this pan. Got our candy thermometer going. I doubt you're going to be able to see where we are inside of this actual video, but
We're between 215 and 220, and we have to get it to 219 to get it to maple syrup. We're very close to the 220.
you can tell that the bubbles have gotten a lot smaller since the first initial when we came into the house.
Cool in here for a minute.
It looks different. I'd say that it's probably hit it by now.
Yeah, it's right on the mark.
All right. Turning it off. smells fine. I'm going to strain it right here.
It's really dark.
Let me move a few things.
There.
Alright. Phones. Now it's going to spill over some. Actually did better than I thought. Just don't go too terribly fast. That's pretty cool. So you could just watch for the change in consistency if you... It's probably how they did it back in the day. At Laura Ingalls' time, yeah. Well, I wonder how we fared. I don't know. Still
It's hot, but I want to taste it.
Second, it's not quite all the way.
Just run it quickly to this pot.
Alright, what's the final count? We got about 2 1/4 cups.
That's about what I expected. I was thinking between 2 and 3 cups.
They say that it's 40 gallons of sap for 1 gallon of syrup.
And
So
what
what?
we had a little over 6 gallons.
Yeah. So the sugar content might not have been quite as high.
Well, we don't know exactly what species of trees we tapped. We just know that they're maple.
That's syrup. Gotta let it cool down. Alright, we'll show you the end result.